Good evening, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Lucas Bostwick. We're taking a look at radar over the past 2 hours, and we see that there are some scattered showers and storms that have been taking place over Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. And that's a pretty good storm there approaching orange right now. And these storms should be continuing on for the next few hours until we get after sunset and we lose that daytime instability. Another good shower there just to the southeast of Kirbyville, and then another good storm there just south of Lumberton, north of Beaumont, over between Sour Lake and Beaumont. So pretty stormy out there, and you might be hearing some rumbling going out there from all these storms. So a little bit more active today than it was yesterday. As far as regional satellite and radar, we see that those showers and storms have been going on for the past few hours, and really and truly they're not too bad overall, but some damage has been reported. Like Lafayette had a wind damage report and some dime-sized hail earlier. So if you have one of the stronger storms, you certainly can see a little bit more inclement weather. So keep that in mind going forward. And as far as current temperatures are concerned, we do have low 70s in some areas like Charles and Jennings are now at 73 from all the storms, still even 77 in Lafayette. And then 74 in Oakdale, so definitely a lot cooler air over in southwest Louisiana today. Then over to our west, where we haven't had quite as many showers, it's still in the 80s to around 90 in a few places. But we do expect those temperatures will be coming down pretty fast over the next hour or two as we lose that daytime instability. As far as U.S. temperatures are concerned, it's pretty warm out there still this evening. A little bit cooler, though, today in the northern Great Plains. Like Pierre right now is at 63, so starting to cool down a bit. This is sponsored by Dana Simmons Real Estate. Regional temperatures, though, we're looking at in the 80s in a lot of areas still. And look at that, it just updated, and we're seeing those temperatures begin to cool as that area is starting to shrink with those reds. That's 90s, and we're seeing that that is beginning to become more 80s now as we're going forward. Now, our future cast is sponsored by Modern Concrete and Materials. We see that overnight, we don't really have anything to talk about, maybe a couple of showers towards daybreak. But as we get into the daytime, we should see those pop-up showers and storms begin to develop. There's at noon, and we see we have quite a few showers and storms out there. And as we get into the daytime and the rest of the afternoon, we do see that those showers and storms do continue off and on, but eventually they do start to die off as we get towards sunset. Now let's talk about the tropics. We do have Tropical Storm Gabrielle that just formed. So our first actual named storm of the month of September, which is crazy because we're past September 15th and still have not seen it until now. But here we do have this Tropical Storm Gabrielle. As you can see, the track is very straightforward. Takes her straight out of here into the open sea. And maybe Bermuda might have a little bit to be a little concerned of, but overall, it's no threat to the United States, and it's no threat to the Gulf either. Then there's another area that we're watching off to the west of the coast of Africa, in between the Caribbean Sea and Africa. And we see that this area is not very highly organized yet. It's got a 20% chance over the next 7 days. However, I will say that right now, there's no real indication that this is going to be an immediate threat to the Gulf. We'll just continue to watch it, but the odds are not really in its favor now for this time of the year. It would be a little bit challenging with all the pattern that we have going on right now for this to get into the Gulf, so that's some good news. Atmospheric moisture, sponsored by Neutron Electrical Services, shows that we do have enough moisture going forward on tomorrow to have some showers and storms. But as we get into the weekend, we do have some drier air move in, so that's some good news. And then as we get into Sunday, we should see a bit more moisture, and then into Monday as well. And then Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we should see quite a bit of moisture increase, which should bring back a nice chance of rain for us in our forecast. So that is something really exciting to see because we are very dry and we could use some rain going forward. Low temperatures tonight, sponsored by Do Good Federal Credit Union, shows that we do have upper 60s in a lot of areas still, pretty likely for tonight, around 70 otherwise, and around 80 at the beach. Tomorrow, highs should be in the lower 90s. This is sponsored by Switch Electric. Around in the upper 80s towards the beach where it's by the water. You have that breeze off the Gulf a little bit to help. So a much cooler day at the beach compared inland. But otherwise, high temperatures not too bad. And our 7-day outlook calls for another 20% chance of rain tomorrow and Friday. Saturday, it is going to be pretty dry, so some good news if you're looking for some good college football weather. High school football weather on Friday should be okay. Shouldn't see too many problems. Sunday, though, we do see those chances of rain come back up, and into the next week, we see that those chances continue to increase again. Same for Southwest Louisiana. We do think that the chance of rain should be just fine for high school football on Friday evening. Shouldn't see too many things happening. And then Saturday, certainly there isn't a chance of rain to really speak of at this moment. So some good news there. And then as we get into the mid part of next week and early part, we start to see those rain chances start to increase. So if you're looking for some rain, we do have it coming in our forecast soon. Be sure to check out our page on YouTube at youtube.com/@GulfCoastWX and go ahead and subscribe and follow our Facebook page for more information. All right, everyone, have a good evening and check out Johnny's forecast in the morning.